Now we dive into how to generate credit notes in My Invoice Portal. From My Invoice landing page, look at the navigation bar on the left side of the screen. Click on New Document to start creating a new credit note document. Under Type of Document, select Credit Note from the drop-down. Choose the document version type from the Document Version drop-down. By default, the most recent version, v1.1, will be selected. Click Start. The document submission form has 5 tabs: Basic Information, Supplier and Buyer, Line Item, Additional Information, and Summary and Submit. Under the first tab, Basic Information, there is Original e-invoice reference number, UUID, to refer to invoice created previously that has been validated. Type in the UUID code and click on Search icon. Select the invoice that drops down. Beside will be the e-invoice code, number and date, and time issued for the credit note to be created. These fields will be auto-generated. You may click Override to edit the e-invoice code, number and date, and time issued information to your preference. Click Continue. The next tab shows supplier and buyer details. Both the supplier and buyer information has been pre-filled, as it migrates the information from the invoice that has been chosen in the Basic Information tab. Make sure all the mandatory fields, marked with asterisks, has been filled. Click Continue. In the Line Items page, click the field next to Currency to open a list of currencies. Click the drop-down and select the desired currency. The Malaysian ringgit has already been set by default. If users are using a different currency, they may change it by clicking the drop-down. To add a line item, click on Add Line. In the classification code, check on the box with the same code as per the invoice selected. Click on the arrow on the right to open the Options drop-down. Users will also need to define the quantity and measurement of the products or services being credited. Proceed to key in the unit price. Portal can perform calculations automatically, so fields such as total sales amount will be calculated once quantity and unit price are entered. At the bottom of the form, there is a section for taxes. Click on the arrow below Tax Type to open the Options drop-down. Select the respective tax type applicable and key in the tax rate only, both number of units and rate per unit. Once details has been completed, click on Add. If there's another product or services need to be credited from the same invoice, click on Add a New. Repeat the same process and click Add once completed. After finishing the line items, users will return to the viewing page where they can see all the details that they have keyed in. Click Continue to go to the next page. In the 4th tab, you can provide additional information, including frequent of billing information, payment and prepayment information, shipping information, and import and export information if necessary. Otherwise, this tab can be skipped and click Continue. In Summary and Submit tab, users will first see the buyer and supplier details as input, followed by line items and additional information. Click on Sign and Submit Document. At the bottom of the tab, once the details have been confirmed, users will be redirected to the document signing page. Select an ID type from the drop-down. Insert ID and password. Tick the checkbox to acknowledge statement. Click Submit to complete signing. A pop-up will appear showing successful submission of the document. Click on Finished to complete the submission. Both buyer and supplier will receive an email notification once a submission done. Once submitted, users can check the status under submissions at the navigation bar on the left side of the screen. Click on the submission ID if invalid and click on the UUID code. View the invalid reason and resubmit. Both valid and invalid credit note will display the original e-invoice reference number, UUID, after the line items. Now, you can raise a credit note using My Invoice Portal. Thank you for watching the video.